Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Joe.
Up? I'm Blair.
And you're on the air with Joe and Blair.
Oh, that was kind of cheesy.
That was cheesy. And the video froze a little bit.
Oh, it's okay.
To start, but
no worries.
It'll be fine.
All these cameras.
We'll make up for it.
This is our first thing.
I know. No, first one.
Oh, nervous. Okay, well,
Same.
you want to get into it?
Yeah.
All right. For our first guest, please help me welcome to the couch, not the stage. I'm going to butcher his last name, so I'm just going to say, Oddman! Yes! What's up, G? Yes.
How you doing, guys? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
I'm the guinea pig. It's all good.
It's okay. It's okay. You know, there's a first for everything. There's a first.
Yeah. It's our first, yeah.
So, how was the drive?
No earthquake, so it was good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Dude, I was in the car when that happened. And it was funny because I got this new car and we were testing the bass out, like not even shitting you. And like the minute my friend was cranking it, like the car started to jiggle back and forth. I'm like, is that you? Is that the car? He's like, yeah, dude, that's the car. And we turned it down and this car was still shaking. I was like, no, that's an earthquake.
What is it? Like, when we came back from our trip, I was just sitting here, like, just chilling my own business. And it was like shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it started picking up. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. Like, okay, this is what an earthquake feels like. I mean, not like a big one, but you know.
Okay, I'm gonna get a little TMI. I got done using my toilet, right? I get up, and I'm like, something's uneven. I'm like, and I'm like, oh, it's probably an epic session. So I go outside, and I'm like, is there an earthquake happening? And then I look at the water bottle, and it was like Jurassic Park, you see the water just
Dude, no.
Yeah,
I would say the water would be the craziest thing to look at during an earthquake.
It's like
I
you
saw
see
all
the
the
water
cool
bottle
videos.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Yeah, but it was
no, totally.
Oh yeah, we'll pull that up later. It's crazy.
Well, want to get into the first?
Yeah. So we got a surprise for you.
Oh no,
surprise
okay. I don't like this. I don't like surprise. This is live too, so I can't even.
You can hate me later.
Wait, what? Wait, hold. Oh my god!
You started saying like,
There you go.
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
so tell us about it.
Nah.
Fun fact. Brought it up. I totally forgot that I saw it, because I saw it like a long time ago.
Right.
And then he was like, yo, it's all good. I was like, you good.
You guys are a little creepy,
Okay, there you go. Alright, there you go. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna wait till it passes through. I'm not gonna work. So, here, minutes. Okay, when it's done, I'll tell the whole story because it's.
But real quick with cut, is that Livingston?
Yeah.
I watched a bunch of the
Hey
cut
guys,
Yeah.
I hope you liked that video.
You can stop it now.
Yeah, let's go back to that.
Yeah. So it was weird because that was like the last thing I shot when I was in Seattle, and I honestly I didn't even think like it was gonna be that big, and I still remember I shot it. I didn't think much of it, and I remember when I first moved to LA. I remember I woke up from my apartment. I had no furniture, no nothing, right? And my phone is just going off the hook, and I pick up and my friends. I'm getting texts like, dude, go on YouTube, and I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, go on the freaking trending page. I'm like, all right. So I go there and it's like trending above Colbert, Stephen Colbert's late night show, and I'm like, oh, this is weird. And I just didn't know, people talk about, I just didn't know how to react. And I realized that I like privacy afterwards. Like, it was weird because, like, all these people, I guess I got a glimpse as to probably what girls deal with all, like, DMs and stuff. And I didn't really realize it. I'm assuming most guys are like, oh, yeah, this is so cool. But it was weird to me. And I felt odd because I was like, okay, if I don't respond to someone's DMs, am I being an asshole for ignoring it? Yeah. But if I do respond, I'm not gonna keep continuing a conversation with people, just for the hell of it. So it was this weird thing where I was kind of unsure of like, this is weird. I don't know how to react to it, but it was cool. It was great that I got the opportunity to represent a lot of people with this, and it was just a cool
How many
opportunity.
DMs you think?
I don't look.
What's the ratio of guys and girls?
I don't look at it. I don't look at it. I didn't even realize what was going on.
Pull it up real quick.
Wait, pull what up?
The video. I want to talk
Oh, no.
about some of the looks real quick.
Oh god, I didn't even realize you guys were gonna do this. I said it. I was like, hey man, can you?
Yeah. It's not a bad video. It's really like me seeing it the second time. I'm like, damn, this is really good. And this is the video that you were talking to me when we first met, right? Like on set for that Coca-Cola.
Right, you were talking about what you've done and
that's what you were talking about too.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite look? There has to be something that you did enjoy, at least something.
Okay, there's one thing that I probably enjoyed the most is probably the 19 go back. So 19 with the hat and the
that one
20s
with the hat. I can't see. Sorry, I can't see.
Oh, 1910s.
No, next
1930s.
one. So 40s.
I skipped the 20s.
20s, there you go, 20s.
Yeah.
The reason being is due to the historical significance of it.
Okay.
So the look that they're going for is from Bhagat Singh, and what people don't. So when people talk about the India's independence, right? Everyone always talks about Gandhi.
Okay.
Right, but what people don't realize is he was obviously the main focal of making sure India has their independence from the British rule, but he was not the only player in that. There's many other freedom fighters in that time, and Bhagat Singh, I would say, is a good equivalent for people is MLK to Gandhi with Malcolm X to Bhagat Singh.
Okay.
So that's kind of a good I would say a comparison.
Okay.
And he was only like 20. It was really young when he realized no, I need to fight for my country's freedom. So I think it was a great opportunity because he's obviously Punjabi and he was Sikh, and I come from a similar background, and I got the opportunity to play someone who played to personify someone who played a really important part of history. So
nice.
That's dope.
All these looks are pertaining to your culture, or just
I would say it was. I think the main idea is they got a lot of feedback from people, and it's a mixture of history versus Bollywood looks.
Okay.
So I think kind of it was a mishmash of everything. Obviously, you can do your best to kind of talk about a decade, I guess, but I think it did a pretty decent job of it.
Can you go to the long hair one?
Oh God, no! Please don't.
Is that the 90s?
Please, can you not? I don't.
Yeah! Just zoom in on the face.
No. So the look. Okay.
Who are they trying to talk about here?
So oh God.
Let's leave it right there.
This is gonna be just a clowning thing. Just the whole. Okay.
Don't worry.
So the look they're trying to go for with this one in the 90s was for Shah Rukh Khan, which is probably one of the most famous Bollywood actors now. And everyone's look in the 90s, I would say all actors, it wasn't like a mullet, but it was like just long hair. Like Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
You know?
I know
You know how Kurt Russell kept
really
the same hairstyle forever?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. And I would say Bollywood was kind of always a decade behind from Hollywood in terms of style.
Interesting, yeah.
So I would say that's kind of.
You want to pull up the? Want to go to the T-series stuff?
Yeah, so let's kind of dive into that since you're talking
Bollywood.
about other Bollywood stuff.
And
so
maybe you can explain to us the Bollywood versus Hollywood.
Making me be like the spokesperson of all of you.
No idea.
Better than us trying to guess.
Okay, before you say anything, I honestly, even though they beat out PewDiePie, whatever.
Yeah, they're number one in the world right now.
I could care less, but it's a pretty smart marketing idea to just bundle everything in one. I think.
Everything in what way? What do you mean?
Because all the videos, every Bollywood video goes to this, no?
Not obviously every single, but bulk of everything. So T-Series is just a really really big music industry. They're a huge production industry. I would say the equivalent of saying like Universal.
Are they like a
Sony.
record label too?
Yeah, sorry.
But they're like their own record label.
Right. So they're just really, really huge, and they kind of had a pretty good foothold in the music industry, and obviously what drives the music industry is the Bollywood industry as well. So it goes kind of hand in hand. And the whole T-Series thing, obviously, I don't think their main intention was to go in and try to be the biggest channel. I think they're just trying to spread music, and obviously you need to take into consideration how YouTube and their whole algorithm it works. It's really odd, and for understanding, they're like pushing out insane amount of videos every day, so this is gonna pop up in more people's feeds. This is gonna get more views versus PewDiePie. It's one dude versus a huge company, right?
Yep.
But I think it got I kind of stayed out of it. I mean, I used to watch PewDiePie, but it kind of like when what was it? What was that one horror game that came out with Slender Man? Remember that whole? They used to have all those games and stuff.
Yeah.
I used to watch it then, but I kind of like once the horror games when they kind of lost their fad, I guess I kind of stopped watching YouTube gamer channels, whatever. But I think it became. I feel like it became very toxic at the same time too, like reading the comments and stuff, and just thinking like there was like I watched some video of trying to get people from India their response to this whole PewDiePie and T-Series thing, and if I remember, it was pretty like split. Like I think even people from India, they're like, this whole thing is stupid. Like some people are like, I hate T-Series. I actually like PewDiePie more. So I think it's just a pretty mixed thing, and unfortunately, I think race got involved some way, but it was kind of
course.
yeah.
And I know it's another big thing was like the individual creator versus like corporation that we kind of got into.
But I mean, you got to think about it. Is one dude, and he has how many
I think it's like 96.
That's insane. That's still insane.
Yeah.
One dude to even have that many.
What, 96 million? Right.
Ain't
no billion. But I'm like, yo, what?
Like that alone by itself is just insane.
Yeah.
Right.
That is
97 million.
Jeez, look. I mean,
God.
that's still a feat in itself. You can't even. It's not really comparing apples to apples, right?
Yeah. No. Not really.
That's true. Are you subscribed to either one?
No, I'm not.
ਬਿਆਲਪੁਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਬਾਜੇ ਖਾਨੇ ਤੱਕ ਸਿੰਘਮ ਖੁਰਦ ਨੂੰ ਸਦਾਈ ਪਿੰਡ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਨੇ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਕਾਨੂੰਨ ਤੋੜੂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੀ ਗੱਤ ਦਾ ਆਪ
I was like it was 2017.
Really?
Man. So
Man.
No, yeah.
I feel like, man, time just flies. Time just flies when you're...
What's that? What was he saying on set? Are you?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, so wait, so
you're 19 or something?
Yeah. We're having like, so do you know the story?
No.
Okay, so we're like, between shoots and like you have like, I think when you're at a set, like 90% of it is just waiting, 10% is actually shooting.
Oh, God.
So we're just waiting, and this is like maybe 3 a.m. And I remember Blair was like trying to stay awake, like he was dying, right? Tired. And I took some caffeine pills, so I was just like up, and then like so we're just sitting having dinner like late 3 a.m, and we're having a conversation with him and like 2 other people and myself, and we're just all having a conversation. And halfway, I think we're like it's pretty deep into the conversation, and we're just asking each other's ages and stuff, and he just goes. Like at the end of it, he's like, okay, wait, so you're like 19 though?
You're like 19?
And I don't think they even caught it, and I was just dying the whole time. And I think I just tried to hold him every time I see, but I'm like, hey, you're 19 though? You're 19?
Dude, that shit was 2 days back to back, like 14-hour in the same like theater room, the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Damn.
It just literally took too long. It was annoying.
It was a cool shoot though. It was fun though.
No, it definitely was a good time. Very good time. We're gonna get to the next segment.
Oh yeah. Okay, so one of our other segments. Fun fact.
Oh no.
That's a fun fact that nobody knows. Not even your lovely girlfriend Tracy. Come on, give us a cool
fun fact. Something that no one knows.
Yes. Give us the juice.
Oh, okay. I think most of my close friends know. But so when I took when I was in anthropology, they had to take some DNA tests from my anthropology class in college, right? Oh, okay. And I guess there's a certain enzyme that they can track where your mother's bloodline ended up being from. Oh. Guess where my mother's bloodline ended up being from?
Okay, hold on. I actually want to guess.
I'm guessing not India.
No, obviously would have been kind of cool. But
Egypt.
Ireland.
You're actually closer. It's Greece.
Oh.
Yeah. And they say the reason being is because when Alexander died, when he was he stopped in India, he didn't conquer anymore. Most of his soldiers just ended up staying, or ended up going back. So it just got mixed there, and it kind of traces all the way back to Greece from there.
Holy shit! Whoa. So your descendants are Greece.
On my mother's side. I mean, they're just. God. I mean, everyone's mixed with everything at the end of the day. But
yeah, true, definitely. I know for me, my dad, my real dad, he's French and black, so I'm like Creole.
Right.
But I don't ever really like. I don't just like. I do. I like to mention it to people, but I don't ever like. Ever talk about it or anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, because if you look at it, India used to be an island off of Africa. Mm-hmm. So, but then when it hit up to the Asian plate, it created the Himalayan mountains. So that's why the more north you go, the more fair, more mixed complexions you see, more mixed features. More south you go, the more, I guess, would say standard African-esque features you'd see: curlier hair, darker skin. So just a mixture of everything.
Hitting us up with that knowledge. And so, you act, right? Do you do anything else other than acting?
I work in corporate America.
Oh gosh.
As well. I work in.
Punch those claps.
No, it's fun, man. I get to do really interesting things.
It's the same job that I met you when
same job you travel. Yeah, I get to travel, so it's cool. It's cool. It's fun.
So
you
wanna explain a little bit what you do? Why not?
You're doing exact. All I'm gonna say is I work in the air. No.
Oh, that's right. You can't say exactly what
no,
it is.
No. I just work
we're
in
gonna dig it out of you.
No.
No. Tell us now.
I can't say. No.
So how long have you been acting then? How long
it's funny. I guess when do you say you started? Like, I feel like since I was in middle school, like, it's funny. I didn't realize I liked it until I realized it was always been there for me. So whenever there'd be like some sort of school project or something, we had to do some sort of presentation on Greek mythology or something, I would just make an excuse saying, hey, with my group of friends, let's just make a video, and we would just make, the main reason was just us to shoot the video, and the reason for it would be kind of the main backdrop. It would just me and my friends just shooting the shit, making hilarious videos, in our backyard, and that's kind of where, and it stemmed from there. And then I think, do you remember the movie 21 and Over with Miles Teller?
Yeah.
And right? Yeah, they shot that at UW.
Oh,
at
really?
my in Washington, right?
Oh, crap.
So one of my
starting to come back a little bit
when
there.
I thought about it, somewhat serious, I guess. My friend was in the film school, and he's like, "Hey, they're shooting, 21 up. You want to be in it?" I was like, "Yeah." So it's a funny story. I don't know how long we have, but it was. So what would happen is, he's like, yeah, just send this email to this girl and with your photo, and she'll respond back. I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah, we want you to play a college student. And I was like, all right. So he's like, bring all these clothes, make sure there's no name brands, typical stuff, right? Okay. So they're like, meet us at this one spot, and behind UW is a huge college campus. It's like the shady park, and it's just like a rocky road.
Yeah.
And that's standard. No one's there. I'm just sitting there with my clothes. Yeah. So. Yeah. No. So something similar. So a van comes, like no windows. It rolls up, and I'm like looking, and this big husky white guy. He's like, hey, are you part of the 21 and over? And I was like, yeah. And then he's like. And I was kind of iffy, and he opens up the door, and there's a whole bunch of people and girls in the back, and I'm like, I'm going in. I'm like, all right, check it out. Right, cool. So, yeah, we go there, and it was like my first time doing something. It was like a legit set. And I was like, well, this is nuts, you know? And then, yeah, like, so that was my first kind of exposure to it all.
This is the big time kid.
You're going to be
You want to be a star. You're going to be a star. You want to be a star, don't you? Take off that shirt.
Do I have to?
Oh, man. That's dope, man.
Yeah.
That's dope. Has there ever been a moment that you kind of felt that you just wanted to be like, oh, I'm done?
Well, I think
I'm curious.
I think my main goal was just to give everything a shot. I just want to try everything. I just didn't want to. What's the best excuse? I didn't want to have any like regrets.
That's good.
You want to get? I was like, oh, what if I gave this a shot? What if I tried that? I mean, I didn't even, for example, this cut thing. I didn't realize that was going to be a thing, and it got pretty big, right? And you know, I did like, you go to Seattle now, and there's still like, I think people still send me like photos like, hey, I see you in like Queen Anne, like your photo studio. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, and that is because I even just took that. I didn't think like, hey, when I was young, I was like, this, in my head, I was like, this is stupid. When I first met, so I was like, no one's gonna think of, putting me in anything. I'm just like, I'm not a standard model-looking guy. I'm not tall. I'm just a tiny brown guy. So I was like, who's gonna think, And it's just interesting. Like I guess you always have doubts on yourself, but you just gotta give yourself a shot.
Hell yeah.
We'll go on to the next segment.
Oh yeah, should we? All right, cool. So we got this thing called Spin the Wheel.
And so would you?
Okay, so we're gonna spin the wheel, and then we're gonna go just down the row. We'll each do our own thing, but you just answer the question.
Okay.
You ready?
All right.
Starting with you.
Oh, with me? Okay.
Yes.
Would you rather have sex in an accent that you hate or in complete silence?
You don't specify. Do I have to speak in the accent? An accent that I hate. I'm trying to think.
An accent that you hate?
I'm trying to think. Do I hate an accent? I don't.
That's kind of funny, yo. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty funny.
I don't think I hate. But you can't even have it in silence, though. That's weird. It's never going to be in silence. There's going to be some breathing involved. Is it not?
Hold your breath the whole time.
Oh, man.
I heard that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have an accent that I hate, though. So I don't know how.
This question is invalid.
It's invalid. I don't even know. It's a invalid answer.
Okay, fine. We'll go with the accent.
Go with the accent.
Fine, we need something.
All right, Blair, you ready?
Yes. Oh, man, let's see.
Would you rather be in jail for a year or a year off your life?
Or a year off.
Like would you take like a year off of your life? You live less than a year.
I know my answer for that.
Oh, shit.
This one's a little deep.
Dang, that is pretty deep. I would say, I'll probably, no, because if I go to jail, then I'm probably gonna be someone's bitch.
I think
I'll take a year off. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'll take a year off.
that'll
Blip?
be my answer too.
I didn't want to.
Because once
Like
it's on your record,
style thing.
you know how hard it'd be to get a job afterwards and like.
No, it'd be cool
I
because
guess
like
that's
if
true.
you fuck up, you do some dumb shit, and then everyone's trying to come after you, and then you just die for a year. So then everything you don't have to worry about.
He's gone.
He's gone. Like, I ain't gotta worry about shit. But I'm
Back now.
I'm back now.
But things you don't know when you're gonna die, right?
Oh yeah.
So what if it's like your lifespan is maybe like next year?
Oh god. Look, I'm
You do it, you just don't come back. What if you're supposed to die in the next second? It's like negative. What happens then?
Oh man.
It's all good. It's not about the quantity; it's the quality.
And that was quoted by.
I don't know. I don't know.
In jail time is.
She
Yeah.
thought about that in jail.
This one's for me.
All right.
I like how the wheel's on me.
Yeah. Would you rather everyone hears your thoughts or be always naked and keep your thoughts?
So you want
So I could have everyone
hear
hear
your
my thoughts all the time,
or be naked,
or just be naked and then nobody hears them. But I'd always
but
be naked.
That's still embarrassing
I know. What's more
because you're naked and we see everything. Embarrassing. We hear your thoughts. Embarrassing.
I think after a while, if you're naked, people are gonna be like, "Dude, what happened?" Like you put on clothes and they just disintegrate. It's like, what's going on? But I probably have to go with the thoughts thing, just because after a while,
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, that's just how he is," and then he
Yeah.
speaks the truth after a while.
Because I don't think you'll be able to have any sort. Because there's nudists, right?
Yeah.
Who live a life. I don't think
you.
you.
They'd be like, "Come join us."
I
this
don't-
happened to me too.
Hey, brother Tim. Like, stop touching
I
me.
think you wouldn't be able to like have. It'd be hard to have relationships. It'd be like people have like Tourette's. If everyone can hear your thoughts, right? It's
Yeah.
similar to that.
That's
Oh
true.
yeah, man.
So you want to have a normal life.
Yes.
Normal life.
All right, you ready again?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or we're gonna do at least do another round of this.
Another round.
Okay, all right. Oh, it's on me. Oh,
Everything.
Would you rather
Would you
live
live-
with no internet or no airplanes?
Ooh.
Oh, that's.
Ooh.
But that's pretty easy for me.
Live with no internet.
That's pretty easy for me.
Go by
Really?
Yeah, I would say no.
No, wait, don't tell me. I don't want to. I don't want to have your answer influence my answer.
Yeah. I live with no PJs. I live with no PB&J.
Man, that's difficult. I know all my friends because they know me. I'm like on my phone all the time. They're probably like, "You can't live without us in here."
Yeah.
I don't. I guess. But like, what if like I need to hold on? I'm trying to legit. What if I need to like do work and stuff? Can I not use internet?
Just answer the question, damn it. Because that'd be so difficult. Gosh, damn.
I think it would probably be.
I think it would probably
no
turn
internet.
into like it would you like
no
that-
internet.
yeah.
I would go with no internet. It would be a
your
big.
life would change. Like
It
everything
would change.
There'd
It
be,
would
like,
change.
no
But I
technology.
think.
It'll go right back to normal.
I mean, people survived before without it,
Definitely.
and then you can make their people survive before
Start
airplanes.
writing letters.
Oh crap! You're right.
Yeah, you're
Damn. I have bad handwriting.
Look, you know Tracy would love.
Yeah, okay, actually, okay. You know what? Let me go with internet because I can't write.
fuck planes.
I'll take a boat. I'll take a boat.
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat.
with my internet.
You can just drive. Like that's not bad. You know.
Alright.
God.
Cool. Here we go. All right, this one's for Blair.
Let's see.
Would you rather?
Would you rather have sex with someone who has
bad?
Bad breath or calls you love bunny during.
Ooh. That's a pretty easy answer.
Yeah, I would just say love
But-
buddy.
Love bunny. Love bunny.
Yeah, that's
Blair's
fine
in
with
that
me.
cutesy stuff.
Yeah.
I can see him.
Look, y'all watch it. I don't like that shit. Okay, I don't like that shit
Yeah,
about
you
it.
know.
No, I'll deal with the love bunny, but I have dealt with some bad breath. Because
I think-
that's where you just take your head and like move it to like the side of their face, and you're just like,
Put some Vicks. I don't smell it. Just rub some Vicks
Just
underneath.
whispering, you're like, oh, you like that? Yeah.
No, choke me out.
Choke me out. This is why I'm single, guys.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, here we go.
Let's see.
Would you rather? Oh, we
Oh,
already
you already
did that one. Spin again.
Sorry
Don't
for
worry, there's more.
technical difficulty.
Oh, same one. That's crazy.
I guess that's.
That's the answer. Oh, we're done.
We're done.
I thought there was one more at least.
We're done.
Oh, there it
Would you
is.
rather have knives for fingers or penises for fingers?
Isn't it peni? Is it penises or peni?
Penises?
Like plural for
Peni.
penises. Is it penises?
Hmm. I feel like
God, here we go.
I don't know. I feel like if they're off your body, they'd be peni, but like penises, if there's like a group
Oh,
of people.
okay, that's true.
No, but you're probably right. No. But that'd be the weird thing, because
I'm
you'd be
gonna
like on the
spell on
table,
you.
it'd be like floppy all the time.
But
You have to get excited for even to touch stuff.
Yeah.
But then knives, you'd just be stabbing everybody with hugs.
Hey, what's up? Edward Scissorhands did it pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's true. That's true.
He lived with it.
He died. What are you talking about?
He lived with it though. He did have it, and before he died.
Yeah, but he didn't really have a life. They had to
Yeah, he
introduce
did
him about
everything.
it.
Hey, at least you have somebody ready to give you haircuts.
Yeah,
I got you.
You know, penis is just because it'd be funny. Walk around,
Shut up.
Flap, 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 flap.
So I see you have a Star Wars
Oh, no.
hat. You a big fan? 'Cause
Okay.
I love Star Wars with a
Oh,
passion.
did you see the new Star Wars ride at Disney World?
I
Land?
didn't
What?
see the new. Yeah, they have a new Star Wars
Yeah.
section. Yeah.
Well, I know they
The
not.
Millennium
I know
Falcon
they.
thing?
I know they have like the Galaxy Edge. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
The theme
You're
park,
right.
but they got a new ride.
Samsung ride.
Well, I think it's like that
Right.
4D. I think it's
Yeah,
like a
I
4D
think so.
ride thing or something. It's like one of those 4D rides. I think. I'm not sure.
I'm a fan, and I haven't even won. That's
So
sad,
Star
bro.
Wars though. You know what?
Oh, here we go.
I think what Disney Star Wars is doing what is making the same mistakes as DC did, if that makes sense. They're pushing out too quick.
Oh.
They're making it into an assembly line because they need to realize. I don't think there's no thought into what the movies are gonna be. They're just making each director their own thing, which is great. But I think there's really some story arc going on, like it was with Marvel.
Yeah, I do. I understand where you're coming from with that because I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
With a passion, I really do, and they are or were pushing a lot, but I'm hoping that they end up going to like go with the Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah,
I
that game.
love that storyline.
Right.
And I want them to so bad. So after the Star Wars is done, I'm hoping that they go that route. But
I wish they'd touch on the whole Grey Jedi thing. They never done that yet.
Thank you.
No one's done that yet.
Yeah,
You
no,
know, people try to
definitely.
only be good and bad, but like there's a whole. I believe it was with the whole I think it was a book series that they had. It's
Yeah.
not canon anymore. It was Legend. I think that was what this was called.
Yeah.
The Legend series, but it's not. But they talked about the whole Grey Jedi's and all that, and I just wish they touch on that, but they don't do it anymore.
All right. Well, at this moment of time, we're gonna go on a little commercial break for you guys. So stay tuned and watch these lovely commercials. that
We'll
we
be right
got.
back.